I'm going to make her laugh during her speech.
Okay, alright. My name is Savannah Johnson.
And here are my two audience members. That's Summer. That is Julia.
Okay. Alright, let me set this back down. In a quote by Terrence E. Young Jr. in his article, Keeping the Arts Alive, he says this: teachers can use music and art to help students learn content in the core subject areas. Songs, pictures, or stories about oceans, weather, whales, etc. can help invigorate these topics and help students retain facts and terminology. Poetry is often expressed in both art and music. One of the great strengths of the arts is their ability to reach inside us and arouse our creativity. In this quote, Terrence E. Young Jr. uses three words that I feel are very important in persuading an audience like yourselves into keeping music in public education, in education in general. But he uses the words learn, create, and express. And these three words really help to help my audience understand how important and vital music is in our society. I'm a music education major at North Greenville University, and I've done a lot of research on this topic and how music can act as an aid, not simply in music classes, but also in our core subject areas such as language, history, science, and math. And I've also logged a lot of observation hours in a lot of different classrooms ranging from elementary to high school, and I've seen firsthand how important music is and how we should use it and how it's a wonderful tool for students to use. So my points are these. Music can aid and enhance mental abilities in students. Music can also act as an emotional means of expression for students as well, and music can also enhance physical activity in students. For my first point, music can be used to enhance mental abilities in students. An example of this would be when a teacher uses a song or creates a song or a jingle or maybe even a dance move to help students retain information and help them to learn things. In a school library journal titled Ready to Learn Songs for Success. In this journal, there are CDs with loads of songs that are used in core subject areas such as history. The song Grand Old Flag is a song about our American flag, and so not only can a teacher teach her students this song, the students can learn history about our flag and be able to sing this song and learn a variety of things about the American flag. Music, students can also use music to help them study when studying, to be able to remember things, to be able to maybe make sense of a lesson they learned that day. The second point in keeping music in education would be that music is a way for students to express themselves emotionally. Music can not only help students express themselves emotionally, but also it's a way to represent ourselves and our personality. And so an example of this would be how students or people in general, we often pick certain genres of music to represent ourselves to other people, to maybe be more understood, to just kind of feel unique and in control of who we are as people. Music can also be used to help students be in touch with their peers more, to help them to relate to their friends or teachers or other people. Music is a beautiful thing that we should use emotionally. Music helps students to express their feelings as well. In an article by Varlan, he says this: the type of art described by the characteristics mentioned above becomes not only a way of knowledge, but also a therapeutical means. Music therapy is something that should be used by students to when they feel happy, when they feel sad or angry. Music really is a way for us to describe how we're feeling when we can't simply just speak. Students need a tool like this, especially in a generation like this where mental health is very important and we put a lot of weight into social media and what other people think of us. If we didn't have music to express how we felt, we would all feel very misunderstood, and students at such a young age should really have something to represent not only themselves but how they feel, even when they just feel like they can't connect with their parents or peers or anyone else. They can simply they can write a melody, they can put together words and put them to music, and that can mean something not only to them but to other people as well, and that's very important, and we should keep that in education for students. A third way that music can be used or should be kept in education is that music is a wonderful tool when students exercise and physical activity. Music makes exercising more effective and more efficient. This is while you exercise, you should be listening to music because it can help you run faster. Faster beats of music can help you work out harder. It can really just help you to focus on your workout and to be active. In a study done by Brewer, Barney, and Prusak, these three scientists placed pedometers on two student groups. One student group did not wear the pedometers, and the other student group wore the pedometers, and they one student group listened to music while exercising, and the other student group did not. And what these three scientists found is that the students that were listening to music while they wore the pedometers made more movements, took more steps during their exercise, and this is a wonderful tool for students who maybe already struggle with being physically active and things like that. They can use music. Music rhythm can also be used as an exercise. This can look like stomping, clapping, maybe even dancing, but all three of these things can be used to help students exercise. In another study done by Barney and Prusak, they found that musical rhythm helped exert the greatest amount of energy in students while they were exercising. And this is a wonderful thing because teenagers already especially struggle with being active and things like that, and if they could use music throughout the day at school, in gym, that would be a wonderful tool to use. Without music, students would surely suffer. They would suffer mentally, emotionally, and physically without music. Music, first off, mentally can enhance a student's ability to understand something, to make sense of it to themselves. Music can aid a student emotionally in helping them to express themselves and their personality and to help them feel more understood and more in touch with reality. Music can also be used in physical exercise and can be effective and make exercise more efficient for students. Music shouldn't have to prove itself mentally, emotionally, and physically. Music is simply a pure and beautiful thing that we will never truly be able to wrap our heads around because it is so complex. But it's a beautiful thing to study, and I feel like music shouldn't have to prove itself. We should be able to exercise our brains and to really create things and to get in the habit of being creative and expressive, because I feel often in this generation, sometimes students don't really do that anymore. There are a lot of things that cloud our vision, such as technology, social media, and we've just stopped being creative. And if we take music out of education, students not only will they not be able to write music, to know what they're listening to when they listen to music, but they will suffer in so many ways. And that is why music should really be kept in education. Thank you.